secret treasure. Blake Chadwick alongside Dan Evans. Dan, a stacked card tonight. 4 championships to be decided, and a match that can be on the marquee anywhere around the world. The Vampire Warrior Gangrel taking on a former world champion, the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu. A stacked card here tonight in PSL.
Vampire versus Werewolf. You can't get any better than that. Is that storybook or not?
It certainly is. All you gotta do is bring the garlic here to PSL, and you'll be ready to throw down, and that one, that's gonna be huge. Cha-Cha Charlie making yet another CCW heavyweight title defense, taking on a CCW original, Romeo Covedo, here tonight in our main event.
Romeo Covedo, absolute monster. That guy, that title is in jeopardy. Cha-Cha Charlie, I hope he's studying a lot of tapes and he's ready. Because Romeo Covedo is bad as can be.
For many months, the South American Alliance has been at odds with Lou Spector and his various charges. Lou brings 2 men here tonight to compete for the Tag Team Championships. Kona Clutch and Bruce Worley will take on Ariel, Levy, and Vinicious. Bill Alfonso in their corner. A lot can go down, especially coming off the heels of their big victory this past Saturday at Bash at the Brew. Plus, the CCW Southeastern titles on the line as Jackal takes on yet another challenger here tonight as he does battle with Jake Sterling in his CCW singles game.
Moving everything up with that. I can't wait for it. It's going to be fantastic contest. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of the night here at Secret Treasure.
So without further ado, let's head to the ring and get the action started here in Port St. Lucie.
Our first person coming out will be Jake Sterling from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 250 pounds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, opening contest here tonight, Port St. Lucie, Florida. It's Secret Treasure. And as we said in the opening, Dan, 4 championships to be decided tonight. And here comes number 1, arguably the most fighting champion in the entire Southeast, Jackal Stevens, ready to put his recently regained Southeastern title on the line as he takes on Jake Sterling.
Right, he's going to have his hands full, Blake. Look at the size of this guy. Jake Sterling, about 6'2", 6'3", 250 pounds, solid muscle, and Jackal Stevens is really going to have to be ready for this guy.
And not just be ready for the size of Jake Sterling, but he displays a lot of speed and quickness as well. A really next-level type athlete. And he's been training under Natalia Neidhart and TJ Hart, of course, with the dungeon there in the Orlando area.
And ladies and gentlemen,
And he's really taken his game to the next level.
Coming from South New Jersey, weighing 205 pounds, he is the Southern Championship champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackal Stevens.
And listen to that ovation for Jackal Stevens. It's time to do a little Jackal jig here in PSL. As we are awaiting the entrance of the champion, and here he comes, Dan, winning that title on another occasion back in late 2021, knocking off Eddie Caraway.
And Blake, the fans are on their feet. They love him here at Port St. Lucie. He's got himself a Jackal Stevens sign from one of the fans at ringside.
As Jackal makes his way around, greeting all of the great fans here of PSL. Jackal Stevens will put that title on the line here against Jake Sterling. And this is somewhat of an unknown. Jake Sterling has competed in the past in tag team competition many months ago in Coastal Championship Wrestling, but this is indeed his singles debut.
He was actually part of a 6-man tag team matchup at the Bash of the Brew. But I'm really looking forward to what he can do in singles competition. And he's getting hot-shotted in with a title shot. Let's see if he can capitalize, Blake.
And of course, in recent months, Jackal Stevens, of course, he won that championship. He won the championship from Eddie Caraway. We've seen him take on the likes of Davey Richards. He's mixed it up with mat-type wrestlers before. And with Jake Sterling training at the Hart Dungeon, you have to imagine he's been working on his mat game as well.
That makes him a dangerous challenger. And listen to this crowd. Jackal Stevens has him fired up.
And it seems like sounds here in PSL out of the jump. And bell sounds, we're underway. Opening contest here tonight of Secret Treasure. Southeastern title on the line. Jackal Stevens defending against Jake Sterling. Referee Andy Seeley assigned to this contest. And once again, Dan, 4 titles to be decided tonight. Bruce Worley, Kona Clutch challenging the South American Alliance for the tag team titles. Marina Tucker getting her rematch with KiLynn King for the CCW Women's Championship. And of course, the big one, as we mentioned, Romeo Quevedo one-on-one with Cha-Cha Charlie.
Every single title is in jeopardy. Sterling now looking for a way out. There you said where you can see the training provided by TJ Wilson and Natalia.
Single leg pickup by Jackal Stevens, tries a lateral press, and Jake Sterling quickly escapes. And Stevens here trying to wrangle down Jake Sterling. I don't know if this is the game plan that Jackal should be sticking to, considering the size of Jake Sterling. And that high angle belly to back. And Jake Sterling finding an opening early on.
Yeah, and he seems to be out wrestling Jackal, and that's not something you're going to see very often. Stevens is a very accomplished technical wrestler. As they went for a collar double time, Stevens went behind him, gave him a taste of his own medicine blade.
And Stevens comes right back with one of his own. Certainly not scoring this one at home. Of course, that would be a couple of points if we were. And Jackal now dishing out his brand of offense to Jake Sterling. The Irish whip, and Sterling comes right back the other way. And now Jake Sterling up and over with a vertical suplex. And Sterling now sends Stevens for a ride. Look at Jackal here, trying to stay one step ahead. And Jake Sterling nearly kicks his head back down to South Florida.
Man, Jackal, he went running right into that boot. Sterling had more momentum coming off the rope the opposite direction. That was like a car crash, Blake, a head-on collision.
And that could have been the opening Jake Sterling was looking for to really take control in this matchup. Jackal Stevens, you know, certainly can knock him down, but it takes a lot to put him out.
Look at him!
Sterling with that knee driven into the back. Jackal's having a snack. Orthodox to say the least, Blake.
And Jake Sterling here, trying to stay on the attack now, follows Stevens into the near side corner here. Gonna try to send him to the opposite side, and Sterling follows him right in. Sound attack here by our challenger in the opening contest tonight.
With that chop took him right off his feet.
And outside of experience and maybe the champion's advantage, I don't really know how much Jackal Stevens has over Jake Sterling here, Dan.
Well, he's got a major size disadvantage, but he's got a little bit more experience. And of course, he is a fighting champion.
And Sterling, once again, staying on the attack, sends him the opposite way one more time. Jackal Stevens here has it well scouted and connects on the Fez press. And the fist rained down on the side of the head of Jake Sterling. And Stevens picking up the pace here, hooks the outside leg, 2, and a near fall for Jackal.
The crowd chanting for Jackal. Jackal needs to put him away now. He's got the opportunity.
Capacity crowd on hand here in Port St. Lucie at the Mid-Florida Event Center, rallying behind Jackal Stevens. And Jackal now fighting from underneath. You see him punching up instead of straight ahead there. And Sterling with a German release suplex. Now here's the cover. We might have a new Southeastern champion. Fails to hook the leg, and Dan, I think that was the difference.
That could have been the difference. Jackal able to raise that shoulder, able to kick out. The Jackal's in deep trouble right now. Sterling, you saw that size of him, as you said, he was punching up. He's got at least 4 or 5 inches on Jackal. And now leaning all that weight on the back, neck, and shoulder, trying to wear him down. Jackal can get back to a vertical base and alleviate some of that pressure as quickly as he can.
As Sterling in full control right now. If you're scoring this one at home, it's a pretty dead even heat. At this point, Jake Sterling certainly proving his worth as a singles competitor here in CCW. I'd imagine, regardless of the outcome, this is not the last time we will see Jake Sterling in a CCW ring. But he certainly wants to put himself in position to shock the world tonight and win a championship. Here's a cover, Dan. Hooks that outside leg, and Stevens once again hangs on, but that count gets a little bit deeper.
Stevens trying to pull himself up on the rope, get back to his feet, fires in a chop to the chest.
And Stevens here goes for the springboard and connects with that back kick. That might have created the separation necessary, Dan, to find Jackal Stevens an opening. And Jackal now trying to chop down the tree of Jake Sterling here. Stevens off the ropes, and Sterling, he plants him with the spinebuster. He stacks him up 2 and 2.5.
Man, it doesn't get much closer than I thought he had him on that spinebuster, Blake.
Andy Seeley's hand was coming down for a third time there, Dan, a hair's breadth away from a new champion. As Sterling here maybe making a mistake and taking his foot off the gas a little bit.
The crowd trying to bring Jackal back to life. He blocks the right hand and fires with a shot.
And Stevens, indeed, he's coming right back, Dan. A lot of fight, a lot of moxie in the Southeastern champion. The Irish whip, it's reversed by Jake Sterling. He goes for the pop-up. Stevens slips behind him. And Jackal Stevens collides with Jake Sterling there. And that takes the big man off his feet. And Stevens putting him in position now. He's got him up. And a twisting suplex. And now Stevens connects with that springboard. Into the senton, 2 and a 2.5. One more time, Stevens has the momentum here, but can he connect with that Olympic slam?
Well, now's the time to capitalize. He's got to go for it. He's got to go for it all, Blake.
And Stevens now goes right back up to high-risk territory here. And Sterling's gonna follow in pursuit. He gets them with the Superman punch. And Stevens tumbles all the way to the ring apron there. Thankfully, he holds on, doesn't go all the way to the floor. As Sterling going for the suplex from the outside in, Stevens gonna reverse course. There's a roll-up, 2, and Sterling's able to escape a 2.5. Stevens comes right back in, and the pop-up punch, Dan, that can do it. New champion, 2, 3, no!
My goodness gracious, Andy Seeley's hand was 1/8 of an inch from the mat.
And we've seen Jackal Stevens push the limit in the past, Dan, but I don't know if I've ever seen someone extend him as much as Jake Sterling is right now.
Well, Sterling seems to be going for it all. Into the high rank district. He's perched on the top.
He's going for that 450 splash. We talked about his athleticism, Dan. Tries to put it on display. Stevens is up in the high red district, and Jackal, there's the blockbuster.
He nailed it.
And now that's step 1. Here comes the Olympic slam. That's step 2. There's the cover. Puts the outside leg. 2, 3. And Stevens retains the title.
Ladies and gentlemen, and your winner and single Southeastern champion, the one and only Jackal Stevens.
So Jackal Stevens pushed to the absolute max by Jake Sterling. A very impressive performance by the young man in his CCW singles debut. But Jackal picks up the Duke and will live to fight another day as the Southeastern champion.
Unbelievable matchup, Blake.
So once again, Dan, an incredible victory there for Jackal Stevens. Pushed to the max by Jake Sterling. Very impressive in Sterling's singles debut here in CCW. But Jackal remains the champion.
Jackal remains the champion. Boy, it was awful close. I thought Sterling had him.
And coming up next, folks, a Port St. Lucie battle. It's Ozzie Kilmeister. He's ready to mosh, taking on the big bus, Andy English. It's next
Ladies and
here at
gentlemen,
Secret Treasure.
your next person coming to the ring is from India, from the pit. He is Ozzie Kilmeister.
As it's time to mosh here, Dan. NVIDIA leading out Ozzie Kilmeister.
This is India.
And Ozzie, he's ready to throw down here tonight.
This NVIDIA she gives me the creepy crawlies.
As he's telling the fans they're all posers. looking to make a poser out of his opponent tonight. And Kilmeister in the past, he's won one of those King of Port St. Lucie Battle Royals as well.
And his opponent, from Essex, England, and who's now made his home from Port St. Lucie, the Big English. Come on down.
And ladies and gentlemen, the wheels on the bus go round and round, and the big bus is going to pull right into town.
Hey, that right. Good for you, Blake.
Every once in a while we can get it done here at the broadcast table, but the big bus, Andy English, who now makes Port St. Lucie his home. Great to see the bus back in action, Dan, of course, after those bloody wars with Big Brad Brian Brock here at PSL to close out 2021.
Those are some tough matches, and I don't think the animosity is gone between those two. The bus and Brian Brock will square off once again. But the bus has to concentrate their efforts tonight on Ozzie Kilmeister. Of course, the video being at ringside can make all the difference in the world.
So the big bus, Andy English, one of the most popular men in CCW. And certainly cannot take away the size of the bus there, Dan. Arguably the biggest man in all of CCW.
Standing about 6'6", 6'7", every bit of 275, 280 pounds.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, but Kilmeister gonna jump the big bus before the bell. That's one way to take an advantage.
And the bus just shoving him off with one hand. The scoop, now Kilmeister over the back.
And smart move here by Kilmeister, gonna try to take the air out of the tires of the bus.
You're full of punts tonight.
As Kilmeister here tried that stick and move type strategy, certainly not a bad game plan if you're Ozzy.
No, absolutely not. That's what he's got to do. He's got to chop him down to size. Kilmeister, aggressive, and he's going to have to be if he stands any chance against the bus.
Trying to do some damage there to the left knee of the big bus, Andy English. We've seen Kilmeister in tag team competition throughout the bulk of 2021, including multiple tag team title shots alongside Beastly. But it appears thus far in the new year, Ozzie Kilmeister trying to give it a go on his own, still within Vinny at ringside.
Absolutely, concentrating mostly on singles competition. He went for the bulldog there. I don't think he got all of it.
Almost a basement bulldog there by Kilmeister. Now hits the ropes. And will cleanse the colon there of the big bus. Here we go. 1, 2.
Big powerful kick out by the bus. He's got a lot left in the tank.
And Andy English here.
See what I did there?
Certainly on a roll here tonight. As Andy English back to a vertical base, but he's certainly hobbled. This crowd trying to rally behind him
now. The bus absorbing those blows, saying no, sir.
As Kilmeister now trying to plead with the big bus. He might have bit off more than he could chew here, Dan.
Blocks the right hand.
He puts on the brakes, and he's changing the route here. As Kilmeister set for a ride, and nearly decapitated by the bus. And the big bus, oh, he's gonna grab Kilmeister here, Dan. Puts him in position. There's the scoop slam. It looks like he's already rounded the corner. He's ready to pull it in the bus stop. Wait, Nvidia's up.
She's on the apron.
This might be an audible here by Nvidia and Ozzie Kilmeister.
Well, I gotta tell you, the distraction from Nvidia might actually help the bus because
Bus gonna charge in there.
his feet, he's out of the way of that charge.
Kilmeister sidesteps the bus. Oh! And he's gonna grab him there. The big goozle. Look at the height on that choke slam. Up and down.
That's gonna do it, Blake.
And the bus, there's a cover, it's academic from here. And the bus gets the win.
A big win by the bus.
Your winner, the bus, Big English.
And the big bus gets a big win here 2022, a breakout year in Coastal Championship Wrestling.
Well, he's off to a great start with a big win over Ozzie Kilmeister. Kilmeister's no pushover. He went on the attack. He was all over him at the beginning of the match, but the boss able to pull it out in the end.
As Kilmeister and Nvidia will certainly try their best to figure out what's next here in CCW for them. As they're gonna stumble on here by the broadcast table. Tough night at the office for Ozzie Kilmeister and Nvidia, but the big bus, Andy English, once again back on track here in his hometown. And speaking of Andy English, of course we mentioned his wars throughout 2021 with Brian Brock and Lou Spector. Coming up next, Big Bad Brian Brock back here in Coastal Championship Wrestling, and this time is a little bit of a different opponent on his hand.
He does. Lakai from the island of Haiti, a tremendous competitor, matching up size for size with Brian Brock. It's going to be a real interesting contest we have coming up next.
Something will have to give in this next bout. Will Big Bad Brian Brock continues momentum here at Port St. Lucie, or will Lakai start moving up the ranks, possibly towards championship material? It's all coming up next, right here at Secret Treasure.
Attention wrestling fans, the place to be each and every Tuesday is on the Coastal Championship Wrestling YouTube channel, where a new episode of CCW Alive Wrestling drops at 7 p.m. Witness the hard-hitting, high-flying action that is synonymous with the longest-running independent wrestling promotion in the Southeastern United States. Subscribe today and don't you dare miss it.
Boca Stone Design, from fabrication to installation of natural stone and quartz. Sick of seeing the same old kitchen? Revamp with us. Call us today or check us out online at bocastonedesign.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming down to the ring, from Port Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 285 pounds, with Lou Spector, the one, the only, Brian Brock.
As Big Bad Brian Brock makes his way out here, the latest resident scumbag led to the ring by Lou Spector.
And of course, Xander Frost in tow.
And it seems like every time Lou Spector makes his way out here, Dan, there's a new scumbag in tow. As Big Bad Brian Brock has proven his worth as a tag team competitor for many years and has broken out over the last year or two as a single star all around the United States and looking to maybe make a permanent home here in CCW, but I don't think he's going to really want any part of CCW on a full-time basis unless he's tasting gold.
Well, he's got every chance of getting gold around his waist, especially with Lou Spector in his corner. Spector just a master of contracts.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, weighing in at 255 pounds, from Haiti, it's Lakay.
And the Leo God Haiti native, Lakai, is out here. Listen to this ovation. As the crowd at Port St. Lucie getting behind Lakai. And we know he's hungry, and we know he's ready to dig a ditch. We gotta wonder, is Big Bad Brian Brock about to be buried 6 feet under here tonight?
Well, I gotta tell you, Lakai is one tough individual, incredibly strong, got tons of skill, trained under the tutelage of the great Gangrel, and Brian Brock is gonna have his hands full with a Haiti native.
And of course, speaking of Gangrel, it will be teacher versus student coming up in just a short while. The Vampire Warrior one-on-one with the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, here at Port St. Lucie. Again, a match you can put on the marquee anywhere in the world, and it's right in the middle of our card here tonight at Secret Treasure. And Big Bad Brian Brock going right after Lakai before the bell. Randy Eller calls for it, and we're underway. this matchup, and it's getting started a bit faster than we expected.
Brian Brock on the attack. Could be a really good strategy. Lakai in trouble. Just as I said it, he puts up the elbow to a charging Brian Brock, and a big clothesline barely budges the big man.
And the exciting part about Lakai, you've seen a lot of strides made over the last couple of years, a lot of improvements in his first couple of years in the business. But this young man, he doesn't even have 100 matches under his belt. And there's
You wouldn't know that by looking at him.
And the big man sends big bad Brian Brock all the way down to the arena floor. And the Leo God Haiti native rocking and rolling early on.
And hit Brock trying to clear the cobwebs.
And again, Spector, who looks to have a big night tonight. He's already 0 for 1. Looking to even the odds tonight.
Lakai going
Here, listen,
Blake.
oh, and Xander Frost, he just blows right by Xander Frost. Does Lakai. And they're coming right out in front of us here. Gotta be careful. These two big men.
Look at the size of Brian Brock.
And we're talking about 500 plus pounds in that ring, Dan.
Easily. Lakai going to 255. Brock about 285. You can see that 30-pound weight difference with a couple of inches, a little bit of midsection weight. Brian Brock, where he is on.
And Lakai and Brock exchanging blows in the corner. Dan, this is not a match I expect to see a lot of technical wrestling in. This will indeed be a fight.
Well, Brock is certainly a brawler, and Lakai can go either direction. He can technical wrestle, but he has no problem mixing it up. But now he's finding himself on the outside of the ring, and that's bad territory as Xander Frost and Spector are right on top of him.
And that is one of the reasons we've seen Lakai have a lot of success in his brief career. His diversity and ability to be able to mix it up on the fly with whoever he's in the ring with. And Brian Brock now working Lakai over on that steel guardrail. And again, they have 10 seconds to get back in this ring.
A heavy-handed chop on the outside against the apron.
That one rings off throughout the Mid-Florida Event Center. As Brian Brock will follow Lakai back in as the big man now has the advantage. And Brock, one of those signature elbows driving the point of that elbow right to the heart. 2. And that only gets 2. But that's nearly 300 pounds coming crashing down. Right there on Lakai.
That'll certainly knock the wind out of you. Lakai now on his knees. Brock behind him with a rear chin lock. And he's digging his fingers into his eyes. Come on, referee.
Of course, he has 5 seconds to break. Randy Eller utilizing his discretion right here. Randy Eller, of course, tonight acting as our senior official. As Brock takes down Lakai with a drop toe hold. Now adding insult to injury, just rubbing his face right to the mat.
Showing a complete lack of respect for his opponent. Now getting in the face of referee Randy Eller.
And Spector here about to blow a gasket on the outside of the ring. I don't know what he's so worried about here, Dan. Brian Brock's in control.
Brock with a big headbutt. Feeling the effects of it himself, with Lakai down like a ton of bricks.
So Brian Brock now trying to stay on the advantage. Once again, plants Lakai right in the center of the ring, off the ropes, goes Big Bad. And the knee right in between the eyes of Lakai. 1, 2. Temporarily, maybe disrupting the vision there of Lakai, but the Leo God native is able to hang on. Lakai here hanging on as Randy Eller checking in. It looks like Lakai will continue at this point.
He's got all his weight laid on him with that chin lock. Lakai needs desperately to get to a vertical base.
Lakai's fighting.
A look of determination on his face. Driving elbow into the midsection and again.
And Lakai here his rhythm now. Sends Brock for a ride, ducks underneath the clothesline, and Lakai chops down the big tree.
Lakai pointing up.
And he matches Brian Brock's elbow, gets a little bit more height on his, too.
Oh, that was awful close.
And right as Randy Eller's hand was coming down for a third time, Brock hangs on. So Lakai, it looks like it's about dinner time, Dan.
He's looking for supper, and he's got a meal, and Brian Brock, with Brock delivers a knee to the midsection.
Looks like
Puts an
tonight,
end to that.
tonight could be double meat for Lakai with Big Bad Brian Brock in there. Sends him for a ride, and catches him right on the top of the head. I don't think he got all of it, but certainly enough to knock Lakai down.
Yeah, it was enough to take him off his feet. And a big clubbing forearm blow to the back. And Lakai is staggered now.
And Brock looking to regain an advantage here. Lakai, he's gonna catch him. Nails him with that swinging side slam. And Blue Spector's up on the apron. Get him down from there.
That's a 3 count.
You can come on, get him down from there. That should be all. Brian Brock is down. Xander Frost is looking on the outside. Lakai trying to intervene here.
Lakai from behind.
Oh, and Brock with the knee right to the back, the kidney. He's got a handful of tights, and that's gonna do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Brian Brock.
Highway robbery, Blake. Not knowing he's yet to contend with a 285-pound Brian Brock. He's got to contend with Lou Spector and Xander Frost.
When senior official Randy Eller takes a look at the tape there, Dan, he's gonna be kicking himself because he's gonna see Brian Brock with a handful of tights, and that was enough to knock off Lakai. And if you're Lakai right now, you certainly have a gripe about the way this one went down.
And Lou Spector in all his glory. Look at him with a big smile on his face. Well, Blake, Lakai takes the L on that one. But I tell you what, he could have won that one at any point, and he had the man pinned. Lou Spector, the difference maker in that match.
He hit the swinging side slam. He had Brian Brock right where he wanted him. But that scumbag Lou Spector inserted himself once again, and he evened his odds tonight as he picked up his first win of the evening, as he's looking to pick up another win coming up next as the tag team titles are on the line. Kona Clutch and Bruce Worley in their debut as resident scumbags taking on the South American Alliance.
You have two big boys, combined weight of almost 500 pounds, and that's going to be tough. A lot of times, it's the unknown tag teams that are going to cause you the most problems because you didn't get a chance to study any tapes or anything like that, and the tag team champions are going to have their hands full.
And with Lou Spector out here, you have Bill Alfonso on the opposite side. Something has to give. Tag team
Next
title
match
action.
will be
It's
for the
coming up.
CCW Tag Team Championship. Coming out first will be Bruce Worley and Kona Clutch with the combined weight of 490 pounds.
As the challengers are out here, Gas House, Bruce Worley, and Kona Clutch.
And ladies
They
and
have height
gentlemen,
and they have size.
I don't see Lou Spector.
that's right, ladies and gentlemen, at a combined weight of 520 pounds, you have Ariel, Levy, and the Brazilian giant Vinicious. They are the South American Alliance.
As the whistle leads them out, Fonzie is here, and the tag team champions have returned to Port St. Lucie.
You gotta love their entrance. Ariel, Levy on fire. The Brazilian giant, Vinicious. And of course, the manager of champions, Bill Alfonso. So,
And at this point, Dan, far and away, the most decorated tag team in CCW history, the South American Alliance had a stranglehold over the tag team division for an excess of a year.
over 1 year in their title reign, and there's no end in stop. Although they have a challenge tonight, I think they have what it takes to get past them. We're going to find out in just a minute. Ariel, Levy, the Chilean superstar, Vinicious, the Brazilian destroyer, the giant. He's been that big since he was 12 years old, knocking grown men out in bare-knuckle fights. That's where Bill Alfonso found him in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and put together the Beauty and the Beast. And they became tag team champions well over a year ago and have held on ever since.
And they've been a well-oiled machine the entire time they've been tag team champions. And you take a look on the opposite side of the ring there, Dan. A lot of people have compared Bruce Worley to maybe a young Harley Race. And then you take a look at Kona Clutch, of course, in the lineage there, the son of the late, great Brian Adams.
Absolutely second-generation wrestler. Worley, definitely a big boy. In the scales of about 265 pounds. And he is a grizzled veteran as well. Been around for a good 10, 15 years, I do believe, Mike.
Indeed he has. As it looks like Vinicious maybe got the short end of the straw there, as he's going to be the one starting things off tonight for the South American Alliance. And here we go, bell sounds, we're underway. CCW Tag Team titles on the line. Our second of 4 championships to be decided here tonight. And once again, Dan, you have to wonder, where is Lucie Spector?
I have no doubt he'll be making his way back out here any time now. There's no way he's going to let this opportunity pass him by. In fact, the fact that he's not out here leads me to think that he's plotting something.
Certainly appears to be part of some game plan here for the resident scumbags, but it'll be Kona Clutch and Vinicious starting it out. Here going back and forth with Kona Clutch to start it off. I don't know if I want to get in a fist fight with Vinicious, especially considering his bare knuckle background.
No, sir. Two big boys standing toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring. Kona Clutch trying to knock Vinicious off his feet, and he barely budged, Blake.
And Vinicious here, off the ropes he goes. And the power on display drives Kona Clutch right down to the mat. And these two exchanging blows in the center of the ring here. Vinicious appears to get the best of Kona Clutch for right now, and here comes the Chilean superstar. And Levy connects there with the springboard moonsault. 1, 2, but that leaves enough of an opening for Bruce Worley to intervene. And you see Fonzie up on the apron there, getting a little antsy tonight is Alfonso.
Fonzie is very spry. He looks like he's about part of a 6-man tag.
Well, he nearly was last Saturday. As Bruce Worley there creates an opening, and just like that, this iteration of the resident scumbags are taking it to Levy and Vinicious. But again, Dave, you go back to Bash of the Brew just last Saturday. America's top tag team, Jack Talos, and of course the South American Alliance. No Fonzie, ended up being the Southeastern champion, Jackal Stevens.
Yeah, good move by Fonzie getting out of that one. Boy, Worley all over Ariel Levy. Aggressive as can be. Send him across. Oh, and a big clothesline. Down goes the South American superstar.
And Worley does pack a little bit of power behind those shots. And he does have the signature headbutt off that top rope, and there's a small one right there from inside the ring. 1, 2, and a near fall for the challengers.
Almost inside the ring. As
Ozzie finding his way here tonight.
Worley now really has Ariel Levy in a bad spot. Rearing back on that arm where you see that shoulder just really almost coming out of the socket.
As referee Andy Seeley checking in there is Bruce Worley, working over Ariel Levy and doing a nice job as Worley of putting himself in between Levy and Vinicious. What he's calling for here, could be going for that power bomb. Oh no, he's going for the awesome bomb, Dan. He could be going for the super power bomb. Fonzie's certainly seen that before. And Worley has him up now. Instead, a sit-out power bomb too.
Oh, that was awful close.
And Fonzie throwing a lick in there on Gas House. He just hit him right in the back there, Fonzie.
I don't think it had much effect on Worley.
Looks like he's got the working boots on tonight.
Through the legs, tag made.
And here comes Vinicious. As Levy's certainly hurt.
Worley just cuts him off though, right hand. Reversal though by Vinicious. Under a punch goes Worley.
Vinicious connects with that signature body block. And this one's starting to break down a bit here, Dan. All four men are in the ring. Andy Seeley's going to need to restore some order.
Codebreaker on Clutch.
And Levy connects, and Clutch goes out. Oh, wait a minute. Levy's set to the outside. But Vinicious, he's got Worley up. He's got him in position.
Greetings from Copacabana.
Shoulder breaker, driver two, and that'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still your CCW Tag Team Champion.
So a huge win right there, Dan. As their reign will continue, the challengers are lined up, but Levy, Vinicious, and Fonzie keep knocking them down.
Yeah, and conspicuous by his absence, Spector. He touted this tag team as his next top contender.
So Gas House, Bruce Worley, and Kona Clutch will have to go back to the drawing board here, Dan. Once again, a great victory there for the South American Alliance, and you have to almost wonder who will be able to step in their line and win the Tag Team Championships at some point.
Well, they got a lot of contenders coming at him. But I'll tell you what, Bill Alfonso, with him in their corner, they can go as far as they want to go in my book.
And of course, folks, coming up next, a match that could be on the headline anytime we're out here with CCW. It's student versus teacher. It's Jacob Fatu against Gangrel. It's coming up next here in Port St. Lucie.
Do you want to be a mark? Or do you want to leave a mark?
I'm smarter than the average bear.
Hey CCW fans, Minutes to the Bell Time is your one-stop shop for pro wrestling news and information. Stay up to date with the daily wrestling news show, the Body Slam Brigade newsletter, and check out our social media for daily updates. Find out more by following Minutes to the Bell Time on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter.
Ladies and gentlemen, CCW Secret Treasure continues with the following belt set for one fall and a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, he is fighting out of Samoa, weighing in at 300 pounds. He is making his CCW debut. He is the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob
Blake Chadwick in the ring with a superstar introduction. Former MLW heavyweight champion Jacob Fatu, the Samoan Werewolf, ready to make his CCW debut. And what a match it's going to be against Gangrel. It's student versus teacher, werewolf versus vampire. I cannot wait for this one to get going. Look at the size of Jacob Fatu, tipping the scales at nearly 300 pounds. And he is in tremendous shape from the Isle of Samoa.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, fighting out of Santa Cruz, California, he weighed in at 265 pounds. He is the Vampire Warrior. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gangrel.
What an introduction. What a competitor in the Vampire Warrior, Gangrel. Fighting out of Santa Cruz, California. And here he comes.
And Dan, listen to this ovation. It's a big fight field here in Port St. Lucie.
As you said before, that main event anywhere in the country. And I still consider it to be our main event here tonight, but it's on the middle of our card. With 2 more title matches to go, Blake.
This one does not have any stipulation, any championship on the line, but there's a lot at stake. How much gas does Gangrel have left in the tank? Where is Jacob Fatu in terms of his ascent up the ladder in professional wrestling? A litmus test for both men here tonight.
In my estimation, Blake, Gangrel's got a lot left. I know he's dealing with some injuries, but he is an outstanding veteran. There it is. The Vampire Warrior, Gangrel, stares across the ring at a protege, a man he trained. Will students surpass the teacher, Blake? That's the question.
So here we go. Jacob Fatu one-on-one with Gangrel. Once again, a big fight field here at the Mid-Florida Event Center, Port St. Lucie, Florida. Bell sounds, we're underway. Randy Eller, your official assigned to this contest. Student versus teacher, here we go.
Gangrel extending a hand.
Showing some respect to Fatu, and it does not look like Jacob wants to shake.
He didn't even make an effort to even think about it for a second, Blake.
And of course, Jacob Fatu, for a couple of years, went undefeated, running roughshod over the entire world as the Major League Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. Recently losing that title in the last few months, and it seems like Fatu has a bit of a chip on his shoulder as he's trying to get back into championship position.
Well, a win over Gangrel is certainly going to put him there, at least in Coastal Championship Wrestling. But again,
kick his ass all night long.
whoa! Fatu proclaiming.
And again, we figured there's some respect between these two. I don't know how much Jacob's expecting Gangrel to respond to that one. And of course, we know Gangrel in recent months, Dan, has been nursing some knee and back injuries. You have to wonder, will Fatu exploit those here tonight?
Well, I'm sure he certainly will. He's a veteran wrestler in his own right, is Fatu, and he knows that he's dealing with some injuries. He's going to have to take advantage of any veteran would.
You have to imagine a victory by either man in this position, Dan, would certainly earn them championship consideration. for Cha-Cha Charlie and that CCW heavyweight title.
Well, Cha-Cha's got his hands full tonight against Romeo Quevedo.
He's just looking to beat PSL with the title.
Absolutely. Quevedo, I mean, he can beat anybody on any given night.
And Fatu has Gangrel here backed into the near side corner as Gangrel trying to shift his weight and force Fatu against the ropes. The Samoan Werewolf here moves him out to the center of the ring. And Fatu with a shot right to the jaw. That grounds Gangrel immediately.
That right hand put him right on his back. They were jockeying for position in that collar and elbow tie-up. They went round and round, shoved each other off, and a right hand by Fatu put Gangrel right down.
As Fatu now in control here against Gangrel. And you have to wonder, Dan, as this match wears on, will Fatu pull back the reins or will he put his foot further on the gas?
He's going to go full blast. Fatu has a point to prove in his CCW debut. That's why when he came in, he asked for the match against Gangrel. He didn't want a preliminary competitor. He wanted to go right to the top. And he's showing aggression, going all the way after Gangrel. I think he was taking a bite out of his forehead.
Looks like Gangrel here right in front of us, Dan. He's checking to see if he's bleeding. He might start feeling it internally.
Driving that shoulder into the midsection.
That's 300 pounds of force right into the rib area of Gangrel.
Gangrel going for that DDT. Oh!
Well scouted there by the Samoan Werewolf. He knew what was coming. And Jacob Fatu and Gangrel.
Man, a couple of overhand chops and a punch. Fatu came right back with another shot to his face.
Fatu makes a mistake there, puts his head down, and now Gangrel's starting to go to work here, Dan. And the Vampire Worm with a clothesline turns Fatu inside out, and the Samoan Werewolf hits the floor.
And he landed right on his feet.
He's gonna pull him out right in front of us here, Dan.
Oh, block to the right by Gangrel, an overhand chop, and a right hand on the top of the head of Fatu.
And these two giving it a go right here in front of us. And now they're brawling all around the ringside area. Referee Randy Eller utilizing his discretion here with his count.
Gangrel heads up on that count, breaks it, goes right back out after Fatu.
And the Vampire Warrior here, showing that aggressiveness. And a lot of people have questioned Gangrel's intensity in the last year or so. Maybe he has gone a little soft, maybe lost a step. I think he's proving his worth right now against Jacob Fatu.
They can't question it in this match. Gangrel is as aggressive as can be, and he's going to have to be to take out the Samoan Werewolf. Fatu back in the ring. Gangrel came in and he met a boot right to the face.
Gangrel
saying barefoot.
was not prepared for that one, and nearly gets his jaw rearranged by Jacob Fatu.
Fatu taunting the crowd here.
He's trying to start a riot in PSL. And it seems like the fans not showing much respect to the Samoan Werewolf after his words towards them.
Gangrel draped over that second row. Fatu choking him now.
Look at Gangrel, he's starting to turn purple. That's Fatu now, trying to build some momentum here. Oh! And he was trying to connect with Gangrel's neck right on those middle ropes. And the Vampire Warrior here finds an opening. Signature corkscrew elbow.
Beautifully done. Opted not to go for the cover blade. He's looking for punishment.
And Gangrel now back to the near side corner. I thought he might have been setting him up for the impaler, and that's the second time this match the student has sought out what the teacher's game plan was.
Well, he certainly had it well scouted, driving him back into the turnbuckle. Now drops a big headbutt on the shoulder of Gangrel.
And we know Jacob Fatu likes to finish his opponents off with that triple jump moonsault. We'll see if he can put Gangrel in position for that particular maneuver here tonight.
I don't hear y'all no more.
Gangrel now rolling toward the center of the ring. That's the wrong place that he wants to be. Big heavy elbow drop right to the chest.
And Dan, if we ever needed an example of why Secret Treasure is a stat card, still 2 championship matches left to go after this one. And Fatu there connects with that handstand moonsault.
300 pounds and he's moving like a cruiserweight, Blake.
And you see him right there. Shades of his Samoan heritage on full display. We've seen him team in the past with his cousin Lance and Hawaii as the Samoan Strike Force against Gangrel and others. And Jacob Fatu goes for that elbow. Gangrel moves out of the way. The Samoan Werewolf is down, the Vampire Warrior is down. But Fatu pops right back up. Goes for another elbow. And somehow Gangrel once again evades the offense of Fatu.
Gangrel now struggling back to his feet. And he's on the attack.
Gangrel now, serving up some right hands for Fatu. He's set for a ride. Fatu, once again, slows down the momentum of Gangrel.
Gangrel flat on his back into that elbow. The Samoan Werewolf with his hands in the air. The crowd not responding as he might have liked as they boo him. This crowd is solidly behind the Vampire Warrior Gangrel. Gangrel now needs to make his way back to his feet.
And Jacob Fatu right now, Dan, appears to have the Vampire Warrior exactly where he wants him.
Shut up!
Gangrel now firing shots into the midsection, one to the jaw. Man, and just like that, he cut him off with a shot right to the face.
So Fatu now, he's pointing up. I don't necessarily think he's pointing at the heavens. I think he might be looking to extend all the way to the top rope.
Well, that's where he puts his opponents away.
And
Fatu's
Fatu,
mistake, Blake, in my estimation.
Oh, come on
giving
now.
Gangrel way too much time.
is the Fatu strut?
I guess so.
As Gangrel now, with a series of knife edge chops. Oh, and Fatu nearly knocks his head right off. You can see Gangrel here appears to be seeing stars at this juncture.
Fatu seems to have more gas in the tank than Gangrel. Gangrel firing in 4 shots, and then one from Fatu put him flat on his back, and now a nerve hold.
That
Trying to
signature
wear down the
Samoan nerve
Vampire.
hold there. You've seen it from his father, the Samoan Savage. You've seen it from Samu, from Fatu, from Afa, from Sika, all the way down the line. As Jacob Fatu here wearing down Gangrel, this crowd in Port St. Lucie, they're rallying behind the Vampire Warrior, but Dan, it's tough to gauge right now. How much gas is left in the tank here?
He's running close to fumes, Blake. He's been taking a beating for the last 8 to 10 minutes with some shots in between. But the Samoan Werewolf just seems to be having an answer for everything that Gangrel has to dish out. Now again, trying to make his way back to his feet.
So Fatu now keeping Gangrel grounded with this nerve hold, and it looks like he's starting to pass out here. Randy Eller's checking in on the Vampire Warrior.
That arm almost dropped, I believe, for a 3rd time. I can't quite see from my vantage point, Blake.
It looks like he's hanging on from here, Dan, but barely.
The crowd now coming to life.
And you see Gangrel here. It looks like he's found a second win, perhaps. And he's starting to fight. Gangrel now. Oh, Fatu! Samoan drop right in the center of the ring. That's usually step 1, Dan. He looks like putting in position here.
The crowd down with that Samoan drop.
It could be time for the triple jump moonsault. Oh, and nobody home. The Samoan Werewolf does not connect with Gangrel.
It was picture perfect, Blake, but Gangrel was out of the way.
Fatu Fatu trying to pull himself to his feet. The Vampire Warrior struggling for life. This match hanging in the balance here at Secret Treasure.
Both men now struggling to get to their feet. Gangrel on the knee. Fatu trying to pull himself up in the corner.
So both men up to one knee here. Both back to a vertical base. And Gangrel, he's gonna grab him here.
Oh, Tiger suplex. He barely got him over though, Blake. 300+ pounds. And now again, both men down.
And Gangrel at this point in the match, Dan, to get Fatu all 300+ pounds up and over, that's a mighty feat.
Driving in the corner now. And a bulldog could have him here.
That can do it. Lateral press. Two hooks the leg at the last second. And Fatu slips that shoulder up. What can Gangrel do to put away Fatu?
Gangrel just called for it. He answered your question, Blake.
The DDT is that last trick left in the book. Oh, he's got him in position here. Fatu spins out of it. Gangrel blocks a super kick. Here we go. And there's a headbutt. Oh, a series of headbutts here. Fatu doing a number on Gangrel.
Fatu just shoved Randy Eller.
As Fatu needs to be careful here, Dan. He's going to get himself disqualified. And he's busted open. Gangrel's open though.
Man, those headbutts split him open.
As we need to get the official word here, as Gangrel's busted up. And Fatu now going to work.
Blake Chadwick trying to confer now with Randy Eller to find out his decision on this match. Oh, Nick Turner came in and walked right in. Cole Anderson now takes a clothesline. Gangrel is busted wide open. Elliot Crow in. He'll take a clothesline for his troubles. Ryan Reeves, oh, forget it. Pop off Samoan drop. And the CCW locker room is being taken out by the Samoan Werewolf as Gangrel struggles to get back to his feet with blood pouring out of his forehead.
Fatu laying waste to the entire locker room here, Dan.
Fatu not done yet.
And there's the low bridge. As Fatu is out of the ring. And Randy Eller here. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like Fatu's going to be restrained.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Randy Eller has disqualified Jacob Fatu. Therefore, the winner of this match as a result of a disqualification,
Shut the music! Hey! We want more! I don't need it! We want more! We want more! We want more! We want more!
The crowd chanting for more. Gangrel standing in the center of the ring. Jacob Fatu stalking around on the outside.
You want more! And you want more! Yeah! And you know what, Jacob Fatu? I want more too. Get some! Got enough! Take some! Come on, you damn werewolf! Randy! Why did you stop this damn match?
Gangrel wants it right now, Dan.
Hey, I don't know, Dan, who runs things around here? Who's got the power to do something? Hey, I want all of you here in Port St. Lucie to witness this. This is a verbal deal, Fatu. If you got the guts, if you're a Samoan werewolf, then you'll show up here April 22nd, and there'll be no DQs, no dead rules, just me and you doing a little bit of fanging it.
The challenge has been laid out.
You know what? You can get those tickets now, because you're going to bang your ass. I won't miss Oh, take that back. Come on, we need to take it off. We want more. We want more. We want more. We want more. Y'all want more? Well, shut the hell up. I don't give a damn what y'all want. But I'll tell you one thing. God damn it. I think I'm the best in my goddamn family there is. So I'll tell you something. April 22nd, I'm dog walking your ass all over this arena.
It looks like it's official. April 22nd, right back here at the Mid-Florida Event Center. It's Jacob Fatu, it's Gangrel, and there's no disqualifications.
You and I'll break you. Come on, you Samoan werewolf. Take on a damn angry vampire. I'll see you April 22nd. Will I see you guys April 22nd? We want more. 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 I want more too. Thank you.
Well, Dan, chaos has ensued here. We got a war zone all around the Mid-Florida Event Center. As we're trying to get the cleanser and Bull Anderson out of here, Jacob Fatu essentially taking out the entire locker room. But coming up, April 22nd, right back here, Mid-Florida Event Center, Jacob Fatu, Gangrel, one-on-one, and Dan, there's no disqualifications.
Well, we're going to get it signed, Blake, one way or another. April 22nd, right back here at the Mid-Florida Event Center. No disqualification match. I can't wait to see it. We got to wait a couple of months for it, but it's going to happen, Blake.
Indeed it will, but the action is not done here tonight in Port St. Lucie. Coming up next, it's Agony, the #1 contender for the CCW Heavyweight Championship. As Gangrel, he's certainly fired up. As Agony, the #1 contender for Cha-Cha Charlie, the CCW Heavyweight title, will go one-on-one with Johnny Nova. The CCW Women's title still to come. The Heavyweight title's on line. It's chaos in Port St. Lucie.
Introducing first, with Dr. Eric Christopher, the maker of nightmares. He is coming to the ring from your worst nightmares, weighing 280 pounds. This is Agony.
All right, fans, the action continues here at the Mid-Florida Event Center, Port St. Lucie, Florida. Secret treasure. We've already seen some wars go down here tonight. Gangrel, Jacob Fatu. So wild, we're going to have a rematch on April 22nd here in this building. But speaking of rematches, Dan, we saw last Saturday at Bash in the Brew, Agony getting an excellent opportunity against Cha-Cha Charlie for the CCW Heavyweight Championship. That one ended in disqualification, and now we're going to run it back. Coming up the first week of March, and the big man has his eyes set squarely on Cha-Cha's goal.
Yeah, he does, and I kind of feel bad for his opponent tonight. You got one angry maniac in the maker of nightmares, Agony. And of course, Dr. Eric Christopher at his side, whispering in his ear, keeping that anger going. I don't think his match with Cha-Cha Charlie ever even made it to the ring as they fought all over the Unbranded Brewing Company last week.
Indeed they did. That one was certainly tough to call as that action spilled all over Hialeah. But the last time we were here to close out 2021, Agony within just inches of securing the Impact World Championship from Moose. As Dr. Eric Christopher had that title in his hands briefly. Look at Eric Christopher here in his new duds.
Delco, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 208 pounds. This is Johnny Nova.
And making his return after a slight absence, Johnny Nova back here in CCW. And Dan, I believe the last time we saw him, he picked up a huge win in Melbourne over Jake Tucker.
He did, that was a big win. Johnny Nova, a tremendous competitor here at Coastal Championship Wrestling. I gotta tell you what, he's gonna have his hands full with Agony tonight. A huge size difference. And of course, Agony, incredibly angry over his match with Cha-Cha Charlie last week. And looking to make an example out of Johnny Nova. We'll see if Nova has what it takes to put away the maker of nightmares.
And Johnny Johnny Nova's really been hitting the gym hard, improving his look, trying to get himself to a point of championship contention. He's pushed Jackal Stevens to the limit for the Southeastern title. He's had opportunities in the past, but he looks to be dialed in right now. And a win over Agony tonight will certainly shake up things in the heavyweight title picture here in CCW.
Well, it'll change the landscape entirely. You'll put Nova right in that picture. But that would be quite a feat if he's able to defeat Agony tonight. Referee Christopher Costa calling for the bell, and there it is.
So here we go, Agony, the maker of nightmares, one-on-one with Johnny Nova.
Right ducked under that punch to begin with, giving him a shot. Agony barely budging as Nova delivers forearm after forearm and a fist to the midsection. He catches the Enziguri, that'll do some damage.
Nova connects right on the side of the head of Agony, sends him into the corner, but the big man just launches Nova. Reverses course there.
Oh, a huge heel throw out of the corner. Nova in trouble.
That
right out of the gate.
Sends him nearly halfway across the ring.
And again, Nova shaking that arm, but it landed on the shoulder blade. Agony all over Johnny Nova.
And Agony here trying to do a number there on the left shoulder of Johnny Nova. Starts headbutting there. Trying to do some damage to that rotator cuff and AC joint perhaps. And look at Agony not letting go of the left hand there.
Agony looking to climb the ropes.
And he looks to go all the way upstairs. And he's looking to spoil the party here of Johnny Nova.
Down hard on that shoulder.
Goes a little old school here tonight.
Nova's left arm pinned to his side, out of the way. Right hands, and fired in a left.
Nova trying to stick and move here against the big man. And now he's taking the right hand to the side of the head of Agony, but with that mask on there, Dan, how much damage can that really be doing to Agony?
I was just going to say the exact same thing, Lee. I think that mask provides some protection for Agony.
And look at Johnny Nova there.
I love the aggression of Johnny Nova, though.
He calls that drops of Jupiter. He was trying to that face buster out of the corner, or rather that impaler, but he's unable to execute. And now Nova hops on the back there of the big man.
Nova using that speed and agility, but Agony just too big and too powerful.
And now Agony takes Nova to the center of the ring now, and Nova,
are you kidding me?
With a spine buster.
From Johnny Nova on Agony, who would have thunk it?
Dug very deep there to Johnny Nova. And now Dan, he might be looking to go upstairs, possible elbow drop on the way.
Johnny Nova.
And he's always over.
He nailed it.
Right there in the center of the ring, one. Oh, Agony at one. He kicked out at one.
He had no weight across his chest plate. And if you notice, Agony turned his shoulder at the last moment. He didn't take the brunt, the full brunt of that elbow drop.
And Nova's back up there one more time. He's going to go for a third. Dan, he's won matches with one of these.
Well, I guess he knows he's going to take more than one to put away Agony.
There's the third elbow drop. Here we go. Two. Oh, and Agony at 2 3/4 is able to escape 3 top rope elbow drops by Johnny Nova, and the maker of nightmares hangs on.
What's it going to take to put this man away? I don't know. Nova with 3 top rope elbow drops.
Now here on the near side, and Nova charges out of the corner, right into the head of Agony. Oh, he was trying the goozle. Now he's trying to head and arm triangle here, Dan.
Nova could have him.
He's trying to tap him out with the head and arm triangle. It looks like he's got it. Johnny Nova has it cinched in. The big man's starting to fade a bit. He might be looking for the submission victory.
He's got him locked in, boy.
The air being sucked out of the big man here. And Nova dropped right down. Agony's gonna roll him over. And it looks to be academic from here, Dan. Agony's got him up. Johnny Nova doesn't really have anywhere to go. And the crucifix bomb.
Well, nowhere to go but down. He got all of that one. Say goodnight. 1, 2, and 3. Well, Blake, it was a tremendous effort by Johnny Nova. You got to give credit where credit is due. He really brought it to Agony, but Agony just too big and too powerful.
Agony!
The maker of nightmares. Picking up the big win here tonight as the momentum will continue for Agony and Dr. Eric Christopher as we head back towards Unbranded Brewing Company in Hialeah, Florida, as we're less than a month away from that collision course for no disqualification for the CCW heavyweight title.
It's going to be a rough few weeks for Cha-Cha Charlie. He's got several title defenses between now and then. And if he manages to hold onto that title, he's going to have to contend with the maker of nightmares in a no disqualification situation at Unbranded Brewing Company for Bash of the Brew.
And you have to wonder here, with several weeks to let things play out, Dan, what could the good Dr. Eric Christopher be filling up for the prescription for Agony coming up for that big bout with Cha-Cha Charlie, no disqualification in Hialeah?
Well, I'll tell you what, whatever it is, it's going to be devious and it's going to be devastating. Agony has his sights set on that CCW Heavyweight Championship.
Wait a minute, get that. Hey. As the big man once again picks up the win over Johnny Nova. Nova has to be a little frustrated though. 3 top rope elbows, a head and arm triangle, and unfortunately could not come away with the victory. The maker of nightmares in the winner's circle here tonight. But Dan, 2 matches left to go here at Secret Treasure, 2 title matches left to go. And we talked about a rematch coming up for Agony. Tonight, a rematch from back in January where Marina Tucker's near-year reign with the CCW Women's Championship came to a crashing halt at the hands of KiLynn King. Those 2 are set to collide coming up next. CCW Women's titles on the line. Something has to give. Co-main event of the evening here in Port St. Lucie.
Calling all future stars of professional wrestling, the CCW Training Facility is open in South Florida. If it has always been your dream to enter the squared circle, then the CCW Training Facility is the first step in making that dream come true. All of our trainees will participate at our live events and be part of our weekly TV show. Classes are forming now for referees, managers, and for male and female wrestlers. Call 954-397-6421 or visit our website at ccwrestlingfl.com and find out how you can make an impact on the pro wrestling scene. Call or click today.
Accidents happen. If you've been injured in an accident, get the compensation you deserve. At GotInjured.com, we're here to help you take your life back. Give us a call or visit us online at GotInjured.com now to learn more.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match will be for the CCW Women's Championship. But first of all, the contender from the Motor City. She is known as the Detroit Barbie. Let's hear it for Marina Tucker.
As the challenger and former multiple time CCW Women's Champion makes her way out here, the Detroit Barbie, Marina Tucker.
And she's entering to a chorus of boos.
Turn me up, right now, right? I get dressed like an island. I feel limited and I'm right. They say I'm full of time. Keep on pushing me.
Come on. Marina Tucker just taking her sunglasses off and winging them over at us, Blake.
I'm about to sell him to Lucie Spector.
We'll buy him.
As Marina Tucker here. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like she's got something to say.
Let me just clarify one thing. Last month at Bash at the Brew, Miss KiLynn King got some fluke win against me. And she thinks she's something special.
Certainly up for debate.
Guess what, sweetheart? Try 2 years as CCW Women's Champion. You know what? Everything about you is a fluke. I mean, she calls herself the king. Sweetheart, get your royal ass out here, because it's about to get beat.
Strong words from the Detroit Barbie. I don't think I've ever seen that sort of attitude from Marina Tucker.
Well, she's certainly ready for this one, that's without a doubt.
Ladies and gentlemen,
She might have taken the match originally with KiLynn King in Hialeah, Florida, a bit too lightly.
her opponent, coming to the ring from Painesville, Ohio. She's known as the king of muscle and majesty, KiLynn King.
Here comes your current reigning and defending Coastal Championship Wrestling Women's Champion. The King has arrived. KiLynn King is here in Port St. Lucie.
There she is, Blake, with that belt held high.
And you would think KiLynn King, oh, she got something to say of her own.
Luke? The last time I checked, knocking your ass out and pinning you for the 3 count is not a fluke. It's called being the best opponent. And quite honestly, I don't appreciate the fact that you keep inserting yourself in my business. But it's okay because this match is already scheduled for tonight. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get your rematch. Don't worry, you little Barbie. But I want you to understand this. After I beat your ass again, you go to the back of the line, and I'm done with you.
So the line's been drawn in the sand here, Dan. KiLynn King essentially saying no more title shots for Marina Tucker if she can't win the title here tonight. Oh! And just like that, nails KiLynn from the back. And Chris Costa calls for the bell, and our co-main event is off and running.
Tucker just choking the life out of KiLynn King.
And Tucker, once again, I don't think I've ever seen her come out with this sort of attitude. There's a quick cover as Marina Tucker tries to roll up there on KiLynn King.
Tucker again as aggressive as can be. Nice reversal there by King.
King onto the rope. King trying to get back into this match, even though it's the first couple of minutes. Stacks her up there, and it's Tucker feet directly on the ropes, and Chris Costa, Johnny on the spot. Excellent work by our official.
And this is about as aggressive I ever saw. Oh, come on. Clawing down the back of KiLynn King, Marina Tucker. King fighting back now with knees to the midsection.
And KiLynn King here off the ropes. Sidesteps Tucker and connects right in the midsection with a big kick as KiLynn. KiLynn here sends Tucker into the near side corner. The Detroit Barbie sidesteps her. And look at KiLynn here, trying to create some separation. Going for a knee. And nails her right in the side of the head with that flying knee. Down goes the challenger. Keep your eyes on the king of professional wrestling. Baseball slide right through the ropes.
Big now on the outside with Marina Tucker.
And KiLynn calling for it one more time here, Dan. I don't know how necessary this is. And Marina Tucker taking a page out of the Finley playbook, trapping KiLynn in between the ring apron and the side of the ring right there.
Man, she's dragging her by the hair and driving her head into the corner post.
She has nowhere to go.
She's trapped in between the ring and that apron.
And Marina Tucker now.
Oh, she's pulling her rib cage
Stretching
into that
in.
corner post with all her might. And now she's got a handful of hair. Come on, referee.
The the entire left side of KiLynn King. Being forced
on her back. That's going to do some tremendous damage.
forced against the steel ring post there. That certainly could do some bruising at the very least.
But she kicks out of one. It tells you how tough KiLynn King is.
As KiLynn King in a world of hurt right here as Marina Tucker in full control.
Now full blast into her back. King tumbles to the outside. Certainly favoring her back. And again, as you can see, big welts on the back of KiLynn King. Definitely damage to the lower back and possibly the rib cage.
Oh, King might have just found an opening. And again, Dan, you talked about the marks on her back. They're certainly gonna leave some welts and bruises there for many, many days.
And look at KiLynn King firing back, spinning Tucker right where she wants her and delivering a boot right to the head. But King again.
King struggling to her feet here as Tucker tries to kick her head right off. And KiLynn is gonna meet her on the ring apron, Dan. Very precarious position here for both ladies. Oh, and KiLynn, modified Uranagi, takes Marina Tucker down. That's the hardest part of the ring. Minimal padding or protection right there.
Tucker in the center of the ring now. KiLynn giving chase and she rolls right out the other side. She's got a handful of hair, Blake.
And KiLynn now looking to keep herself on the advantage. The exposed chest of Marina Tucker, and she's just gonna start beating it. And she's lighting up Tucker like a lamp.
Tucker staggered now on the apron of the ring. Oh, she goes underneath that clothesline.
And Tucker, oh, she might have just forced some whiplash on King as she jerks her head right back. And now Tucker, this could be the opening she was truly looking for here, Dan. She's gonna turn her around, oh no. Oh, and she drops King. Neck first across that middle rope. Reverse neck breaker, and the Detroit Barbie is in control.
All kinds of leverage going down hard in the middle of that back. Not to mention a neck snap on the way out. Goes for the cover, 1, 2. King able to power out.
As KiLynn hanging on here.
King able to block those blows. And again, a handful of hair by your former champion.
As Tucker now looking to maybe turn the corner and shut the door on KiLynn King. Here we go. Back and forth right in the center of the ring, these two ladies. Catches the boot. Oh, KiLynn's got her. Gonna flip her over. Oh, and KiLynn catches her with a knee. That's gonna stun her. And down goes Tucker. KiLynn, she's gonna try to cover. Lateral press, 2, and 2.5 for the CCW Women's Champion. But Dan, she's starting to pick up some steam.
And now's the time for her to capitalize. She has the challenger staggered. She needs to stay on her. And she does, Blake, forearm to the chest. Tucker, though, blocking that one, firing back. They're exchanging blows now.
As KiLynn King looks to have Marina Tucker maybe right where she wants her. As Marina Tucker tries a reversal, and King looks to measure up here. Big roundhouse kick attempt. Blocked by Tucker, and she sends King face first into the canvas. And Marina now, the double knees right to the back of the neck. This could be the opening she was looking for. Is she about to win the title for a 3rd time? And somehow she kicks out as KiLynn King.
Tucker now going to work with right hands again. King rolling her over.
And KiLynn laying waste to Marina Tucker here. You can certainly see the personal issues coming to the forefront between these two ladies.
Absolutely, it's been back and forth, nip and tuck the whole way through, Blake. Tucker now with the advantage, slamming King's head into the turnbuckle. Driving her down to the mat.
And Tucker now has King down.
What does she have in mind here, Blake?
She's jawing with the fans, but now
you don't see Tucker to go to the top too often.
She finds herself in position here. You're correct, Dan. This is certainly rarefied air for Marina Tucker.
Well, it definitely backfired on her.
is KiLynn here.
King now. Oh! Driving that knee to Tucker's midsection.
That's certainly going to take the wind right out of the challenger. And KiLynn now in high-risk territory, Dan.
Right in front of us, Blake. It looks like it's going to be a superplex.
This women's championship hanging in the balance as Tucker and King fighting back and forth. Tucker has the advantage now. Off that middle turnbuckle. She connects with a blockbuster. Here we go. Hooks the outside leg. New champion on its way. And a 2.5. Somehow KiLynn hangs on.
Tremendous second effort by KiLynn King. She is not going to let go of the championship that easy. And Tucker's showing signs of frustration now. What is she doing? So she's trying to tear off that turnbuckle. And she's enlisting the help of Christopher Costa. Oh! She caught her with a roundhouse boot right to the head.
And now KiLynn is at pump handle. Chris Costa, he's worried about that turnbuckle on the near side. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no.
She's got her hands on that belt.
Costa. Oh, wait a minute. Marina Tucker. Oh, she's got the title.
Just nailed her in the lower
Costa
back.
sees it, and that's got to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match has been stopped by disqualification, and still your champion, KiLynn King.
So Marina Tucker allows her emotions to get the best of her here. She nails King right in the kidney area with that championship. KiLynn remains the champion, but then at the beginning of this contest, we heard an edict from KiLynn King that said if Marina Tucker loses, she goes to the back of the line. You have to wonder, does the champion's feelings change after this belt shot right to the back of the, right to the lower back?
Well, not just the belt shot. I think it's the entire match plate. Marina Tucker really aggressive during that match. Back and forth all the way, but KiLynn King was really on the ropes for a good portion of it. And I think she's going to want to prove herself again and prove that she's a fighting champion. I don't think she's done with Marina.
She's certainly a fighting champion, and the last thing that KiLynn King wants to do is not win that matchup by pinfall or submission. She doesn't want to walk out of here still the champion by DQ. But that's the hand that's been dealt to her tonight. But I do believe, Dan, this is not the last we've seen between KiLynn King and Marina Tucker.
No, certainly not. That cannot be a satisfying victory for our champion. KiLynn King is not done with Marina Tucker. And I hate to say it, Marina Tucker not done with KiLynn King. I think this one's coming right back here in Port St. Lucie next time we're out.
I am inclined to agree. 7 matches in the books, 1 bout left to go. It's the one on the marquee. The CCW heavyweight titles on the line. Cha-Cha Charlie set to make yet another defense here against a CCW original and Romeo Covedo. Is Romeo looking to come back home and win championship gold, or the reign of Cha-Cha live on? Only way to find out. It's coming up next here, our main event of Secret
Ladies and
Treasure.
gentlemen, the next match will be for the CCW Heavyweight Championship. And this is the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all will be the challenger. He's known as the Cuban Heights, Romeo Covedo.
So here comes the challenger. Romeo Covedo.
Look at the size of him, Blake.
He's probably put on 40 or 50 pounds since he was last in CCW.
Yeah, he's tipping the scales at about 280 pounds. But look at the size of his arms. Look at his chest. Look at the traps. Romeo Covedo is in top condition, and he's come for CCW gold.
Soy la noticia de la calle y el comentario de la gente.
The Cuban Heist. Romeo Covedo representing his native country here. Building Cuba versus the Dominican Republic here in our main event.
Let's go. We got that gas. Yeah. The cure. Rivera, que va a ser un leñero güey. Acuérdate una cosa, Siri, que los dientes no ponen queso. Oye, mamá, esto con la orilla.
I don't know if I'm listening to a song, the news. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here.
Makes you wish I spoke Spanish. I don't know what the heck he's saying, but it sounds important.
Certainly an interesting way to bring our challenger to the ring. But now that Covedo's in, I think it's time to secure the roof here at the Mid-Florida Event Center, because it could certainly blow off with the entrance of our champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the champion, representing the Dominican Republic, via Miami, Florida, weighing in at 225 pounds, the one, the only, Charlie!
And here he comes, the man who finished 2021 on the highest of notes, winning the CCW Heavyweight Championship.
The fans are on their feet here, Blake. Port St. Lucie loves Cha-Cha Charlie. And he's going to need all of their support to be hosted right off the challenge of Romeo Covedo, the Cuban Heist.
As Cha-Cha greets all of his great fans here in Port St. Lucie. And the last time we saw Cha-Cha Charlie here at PSL, it was 24 hours before he won that championship from Jorge Santos. They were in tag team competition against ERA and Mandalorian. And they certainly came at odds there. But Cha-Cha connected just one day later with the Mangu Splash and has been taking on all comers since.
He has indeed. But he better focus on his challenger tonight. I'm telling you right now, Blake, Romeo Covedo can beat anybody on any given night.
I guess that's our own version of the Cha-Cha slide.
Call it what you will. Covedo not impressed.
We've already seen a big fight feel here tonight with Fatu and Gangrel. The stakes are raised here in our main event.
Blake, I just spotted Agony. He's scouting this match.
Yeah, if you take a look, I don't know if our camera crew can pick it up, but Agony and Dr. Eric Christopher taking a look at this match on the other side of the guardrail. We might need to get some security involved here to make sure they don't intervene.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're allowing them to get out here, especially with his track record of interference.
And considering the next bout is no disqualification, we already know it's personal.
I know, and I don't know if Cha-Cha Charlie has spotted him yet.
You have to imagine, Dan, if Cha-Cha spots Agony and Dr. Eric Christopher, that could completely throw him off of his game plan.
And there's the bell, Blake. This one is underway.
Main event time here at Secret Treasure. The CCW Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Romeo Covedo challenging Cha-Cha Charlie. Tonight, senior official Randy Eller assigned to this contest. And you have to imagine if Romeo Covedo wins the title, we know it will certainly shake things up here in CCW, but it will bring someone back that we have not seen in quite some time.
It's simple as easy. This is easy, all right? When I say jump, you say how high. Like you start again.
I don't think Covedo's going to have the effect they wanted by shouting down the fans here in Port St. Lucie.
I think the last thing you want to do, Dan, in this type of environment is to try to get under the crowd's skin even more.
That's how it's done, Romeo. Cha-Cha Charlie has him eating out of his hands here. And now finally a collar elbow tie-up. Cha-Cha grabbing the headlock. Romeo just wiggling his way out of there.
And Dan, you've certainly called many more CCW matches than I have throughout the company's history. Have these two ever locked up before?
This is their first meeting, at least in a singles competition. Quevedo now.
Both men jockeying for position here. And Quevedo with the push on the champion.
Quevedo, of course, training at the CCW Training Facility. He's an incredibly sound technical wrestler. Cha-Cha Charlie now with a headlock. Quevedo just rolling him off. In after him, Cha-Cha now with a boot to the head. Leaping on the Quevedo, delivering forearm blows to the back.
And Cha-Cha, he's just trying to stay one step ahead of him here, Dan. As Quevedo gets nailed with the clothesline. Look at that, he doesn't even go down. Barely phased.
Quevedo's a tank, look at him.
As Quevedo takes a swipe at Cha-Cha. And Quevedo and Cha-Cha going back and forth right in the center of the ring here, Dan. This one has gotten personal very quickly.
Very quickly. I was just going to say, right out of the gate, Quevedo with big, heavy forearms to the side of the head. Snapmares him out of the corner, just blockers him with a kick to the back. I know Romeo Quevedo extremely well, Blake. And this is not a man that you want to take lightly, and that Cha-Cha has going into this match. He's going to be in for a rude awakening.
As Romeo now going to send Cha-Cha, oh, reverse course does Charlie to the far side corner, and Cha-Cha catches him with that European uppercut. And Charlie now trying to pick up some steam. Oh, and Quevedo, I think he might have kicked him back down to Hialeah.
Oh man, Shevitz, look out, 1, 2. Quevedo caught him square in the face with that savate kick. And Cha-Cha Charlie, I think he put him out on his feet. He was just staggered. I don't know if he even knows where he is right now.
Romeo Quevedo certainly proving to be a game opponent here tonight. And you have to imagine the slower this pace goes, the more it might favor Romeo, though he does have high-flying repertoire in his arsenal.
I'm telling you, Quevedo does it all. Cha-Cha holding on to the
Cha-Cha, he's going to send the big man up and over to the top. Now Cha-Cha right in front of us here, Dan. He's all the way upstairs. Keep your eyes on the CCW Heavyweight Champion.
Boy, he got all of the break. I saw it right in front of me. Cha-Cha Charlie down heavy on Romeo Quevedo. Quevedo laid out on the floor here in Port St. Lucie.
And for the second week in a row, Cha-Cha will fly. As Charlie taking it right to Quevedo. Romeo wants to get back inside. He can't win the title out here.
Romeo cuts him off with a thrust to the throat, slams his head into the apron. Wait a minute.
Whoa. Right from us here. Oh, and the powerbomb right on the apron. Significant damage could be done to that lower lumbar region of the heavyweight champion. As Randy Eller trying to restore some order here. Cha-Cha Charlie is laid out.
Well, Cha-Cha Charlie brought it to Romeo Quevedo, but before they can get back in the ring, Quevedo turned the tables. Cha-Cha Charlie now flat on his back on the outside.
As this crowd trying to get behind Cha-Cha.
Referee up to a 4 count, he's taking his time.
And Romeo here, allowing Cha-Cha to recover on the outside.
Well, we know he doesn't want to count out victory. Champion's advantage, he can't gain that title if Cha-Cha Charlie gets counted out of the ring. Quevedo giving him all the time in the world, which is surprising to me. Normally Quevedo.
And Cha-Cha gets in at 8. But Quevedo, like a shark smelling blood and water, attacks immediately. Oh! Cha-Cha connects with the turnbuckle. And Quevedo here moves him out. We might have a new champion. And somehow Cha-Cha escapes.
I have concerns for Cha-Cha's neck on that one as well, Blake. Looks like you're laying right on the back of his head. Quevedo, as you said, likes to fly. Cha-Cha going to the top.
And Cha-Cha looks pretty out here, Dan. He's down in that supine position. And Quevedo putting himself in position all the way upstairs. Goes for the swanton bomb, nobody home. And that's the opening Charlie was looking for.
Blake, I don't think he can capitalize. I think the abuse he's taken has really got him knocked down. Cha-Cha Charlie now, struggling even to get back to his feet. He rolls toward Quevedo. Quevedo down to the center of the ring. Cha-Cha Charlie trying to make his way back to his feet. Quevedo up to his knees.
And Cha-Cha now looks to be up to his feet in the corner. Quevedo's gonna charge in, sidesteps. There's Cha-Cha, ducks underneath the clothesline. Sling blade right in the center of the ring. And Cha-Cha goes behind on Romeo, tries the O'Connor roll. The challenger puts on the brakes there. And Quevedo with a series of strike attempts. And Charlie now snaps off the DDT.
Nicely done by Cha-Cha. He needs to capitalize now. Goes for that cover, Charlie. There it is.
Hooks that outside leg.
Only a one count.
Only it's one as Cha-Cha trying to throw everything he can at Romeo Quevedo. And not doing a ton of damage there. That running knee might have knocked him right out. Oh, he's going up. It could be time for the menu splash. Oh, Cha-Cha.
I think he miscalculated his effort there.
As Cha-Cha was going for that guillotine leg drop, it looks like he connected, but he might have done some damage to himself.
I think he overshot him a little bit, Blake, and tried to correct in midair, knowing he was going too far. And I don't think he got any of it.
And now Cha-Cha could be setting him up for some Cha-Cha elbows.
Cha-Cha looking confused.
The crowd wants the menu splash. They're looking to end this thing.
Cha-Cha now on the middle rope.
And Cha-Cha this time tries a diving elbow. It nearly worked for Johnny Nova a couple of matches ago. But Romeo Quevedo moves out of the way. And the challenger just found an opening here in our Secret Treasure main event.
Quevedo with Cha-Cha on his shoulders. The rolling senton.
And now in a position. Into the moonsault press. Dan, if he makes a cover, we might have a new champion. Romeo lays on top of Cha-Cha, fails to hook the leg. And once again, I believe that's the difference.
Not an effective cover, Blake. You're absolutely right. He had some weight draped over the midsection. His shoulders were completely free. Cha-Cha Charlie able to roll that left shoulder up. And again, Romeo Quevedo picking up Cha-Cha Charlie. Cha-Cha firing shots back into the midsection. And Romeo cutting him off with a clubbing forearm blow.
And Quevedo in full control right here. Cha-Cha Charlie. If he sees Agony on the outside, Dan, he needs to not look ahead to the big man, as the maker of nightmares may be facing Romeo Quevedo. Come back to the brew.
The crowd not happy.
Or Cha-Cha. That's like stealing his lunch money. And Cha-Cha follows Romeo with pursuit. Both the champion and challenger in a very precarious position here. What's Cha-Cha gonna do? They're both all the way upstairs. Dan, C4! The Spanish fly off the top. The champion is down. The challenger is down. Your secret treasure main event hanging the balance here in Port St. Lucie.
The crowd showing their appreciation, but neither man is moving. Now finally, Cha-Cha Charlie gets a hand over the chest.
2 7/8. Randy Eller's hand about to connect with the mat for a third time. And somehow Romeo Quevedo digs deep enough to kick out.
Possibly just on instinct, Blake. Quevedo able to get that left shoulder up. Cha-Cha Charlie now grabbing that hat.
Cha-Cha, he's got the hat. He's looking to ascend.
Romeo, though, getting to his feet, Blake.
Cha-Cha puts the head on, but Romeo goes up. Oh, with the step up Enziguri. Romeo saw defeat on its horizon. And he blocks Cha-Cha Charlie from delivering a Mangu splash. Oh, Cha-Cha, he knocks him off. Cha-Cha's in position.
But again, Covedo to his feet. High cross body.
He connects with a Mangu cross body. And that's enough for the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is champion still, Charlie.
So Romeo Covedo absolutely pushes Cha-Cha Charlie to the limit. But on this occasion, Cha-Cha remains on top, still the CCW Heavyweight Champion. But the test gets tougher and tougher.
Well, Cha-Cha Charlie holding his belt high in the air. Agony seems to be keeping himself at bay. Not attacking Cha-Cha Charlie, but I'm keeping my eye on him, please.
So
No, I don't even think Cha-Cha Charlie has spotted him.
So Covedo here getting to his feet. We saw no love lost throughout this bout, Dan.
Covedo and Cha-Cha staring down. Cha-Cha extending his hand. Will Covedo take it, Blake?
The Cuban and Dominican peacemaker. As we'll see how this one transpires.
Covedo thinking about it anyway.
The crowd wants Covedo to shake.
Cha-Cha Charlie again extending the hand. Covedo. Come on, Romeo.
It's okay to shake again. And Covedo shakes the hand of Cha-Cha Charlie. Some gentlemanly respect right there. These two men look each other in the eyes. And I believe Covedo's saying he wants another shot at that title at some point. So Cha-Cha Charlie remains your CCW Heavyweight Champion, but now, as he looks over towards the side of the arena, he's set on a collision course with Agony in about 3 weeks in Hialeah. Once again, an incredible night here at Fort St. Lucie, our first event in PSL in 2022, and it was a banger, if you will. Jacob Fatu, Gangrel, they battled through a disqualification, and now we found out here tonight on April 22nd, we'll be back here with Jacob Fatu and Agony. Wait a minute now. Brother Gangrel, as Agony and Cha-Cha Charlie.
Agony taunting Cha-Cha Charlie. Cha-Cha Charlie inviting him into the ring. Covedo here right in front of it, hasn't exited the arena yet.
Looks like Romeo trying to get the back of Cha-Cha Charlie, perhaps. But once again, a great night here at Port St. Lucie, as all champions retain their titles, but they were all pushed to the limit here at Secret Treasure. And of course, as we said, Dan, coming up April 22nd, we'll be right back here at Port St. Lucie. No disqualification. Gangrel one-on-one with Jacob Fatu. But we'll be joining you in just about 15 days as we're set for another breakout event at the CCW Arena in Pompano Beach. And then we kick off the month of March, of course, with our great double shot weekend down in Miami.
Absolutely, it's going to be tremendous. No disqualification, championship match. Cha-Cha Charlie defending against Agony at Bash of the Brew. But again, what I'm looking forward to is a no disqualification match back here in Port St. Lucie on April 22nd, Blake. Vampire versus Werewolf, teacher versus student. It's going to be a great one. I'm fired up for it. And I know the fans are. I can't wait until we come back here on April 22nd.
Gonna need some extra reinforcements, extra security in the house for that one, as I imagine it'll spill all over the Mid-Florida Event Center. So once again, folks, a great night here at PSL for Secret Treasure. On behalf of our ring
Championship Wrestling.